Well, it would appear that condolences are in order for one Coolio. He was in California, that's where he's from. So we're going to take a look at some of the information here. I'm going to go on over here and let you guys have the full screen, but you guys know who he is. You know who he is. So it does say that Coolio, dead at 59, the Gangsta's Paradise rapper, passes away after a friend found him laying on the bathroom floor in Los Angeles. The musician, famous for his Gangsta's in Paradise song on the soundtrack of Michelle Pfeiffer's film Dangerous Minds, was visiting a friend on Wednesday afternoon when he was found dead, according to TMZ. Whenever I see their name, I always raise a brow. The star's manager, Jerez, shared that Coolio was found unresponsive on the bathroom floor, with the paramedics suspecting that he had suffered a cardiac arrest. Let me make sure you have the whole thing there. There you go. All right. With them suspecting that he had a cardiac arrest. Okay. The publication reported that the EMTs pronounced Coolio dead on the scene. An official cause of death has not been determined. Coolio, born artist Leon Ivy Jr., started out in Los Angeles' rap scene back in the late 80s. Yes, he did. He found worldwide fame in 1995 with his Gangsta's Paradise hit song. You guys know who this is, and I hope that that the truth about his passing comes out, and I hope that it doesn't have anything to do with the D word. As we know, that will always be one of the things that we hear that happen with somebody, right? Yeah. So that's really really sad. I don't know what his situation was, but I do know that over the years he was well known for that hairstyle. Not only was he well known, hey Amy, not only was he well known for the hairstyle, he was also um, well known for lots of different songs. I know that they pointed out the fact that he worked with Michelle Pfeiffer, or that he had that the track on Michelle Pfeiffer's movie. Hey, Christopher Rogers. Hey, Rusty. Hey, Amy. You don't know him? Oh, girl, let me show you some pictures of him. Um, he is, yeah, I mean, he has some really nice music back in the day. And he was a pretty decent cat. I mean, he had, like most rappers, but he was a decent actor. Let's see, COL. Let me see what other shows that so that you may have seen him. I know he played in a lot of movies. He was not only a rapper, but he was also an actor. Um, Let me show you the movies and TV stars that he was in. All right. It says, let's go. Let's do his IMDb. Let's do that. All right. It'll show us that. All right. Let's go here. I love the way I said, let's go here and let's look here and let's click this. And I wonder what happens if. All right. The IMDb. Let's see his filmography. Oh, he's got 106, but that's somebody else's credits. Let's get this cat's credits. There we are. Coolio. Actor. 1963 to 2022. So he and I was like right there in the same age category. As an actor, are these the things that he did? Is that how you do that when you click it here? Vegas High, he played Uncle Ray. I don't think so. Is that correct? The filmography for the actor? Oh, he had nominations. All right, here we go. This gives us a little bit better. So Coolio's Awards, 1997, winner for ASCAP, most performed songs and a motion picture from Dangerous Minds. All right. Stevie Wonder, he also did that Gangsta Paradise song. I also remember that he did a song, Fantastic Voyage. Was that the one? Yeah, on the Fantastic Voyage. That was a good one. He redid that. Best ensemble cast, he was in Chinaman's Chance. Okay. Grammy Awards Best Rap Album, 1997 nominee for Grammy. Best R&B. Chaka Khan, Melly Mel, and Charlie Wilson. Okay. So he did a lot of good stuff. I do know that. I do know that. And as a guy from California, it's just, you know, raised out there and all that good stuff. It's just sad to see, somebody that close and that I know people in his circle, you know, Dr. B, all those kinds of people that were in the music scene back in the 80s when he first started. Yeah, it does. It gives you pause when you see cats like this pass on. But the bad part is he just died. Just they found him inside of the. Oh my goodness, you guys didn't see any of that. You didn't see any of that because I didn't put it over here where you can see it. Oh yes, you did. Yes, you did. I guess you did. I'm using the other browser, so you guys know how goofy I get when I use that other browser. Yeah, you see it all. But that is sad. It's very sad. I know a lot of people say, "Well, I don't know who it is," and all this or that, but I did, and most of the people here, Derek C. Williams, respect due to Biloxi, Mississippi's own Felicia Lockhart, listening to you live on their tube from Philadelphia. Ghost Creeper, hey, how's it going? Yes. Hey, thank you so much for that, Hayes. That's right. Let's say rest in peace to him. That's absolutely right. Definitely. But you know what? I'm just sort of raising my eyebrows because there's so many people. Hey, Coach Sherry, how are you? Yes, Rusty, it is. Died suddenly to me means adverse effect. Yeah, it does. Because hey, you know what? Let's just be honest, you guys. We're not gonna play coy here. We know that the preponderance of people who are in that world had to do that in order to work and even go on any sets or any studios, any inside of any studios and on any recording sets. They had to do that. They had to do it. Yes, absolutely. Or something was going on and he didn't share. Absolutely. Um, 59 is not old at all. Everybody here knows that. It's just tragic to see us losing so many people. Hey, Frank, how are you? Peace to you, sweetheart. It's one of my adopted sons there, Frank Nitty. But it is very heartbreaking to see our young people passing. I was going to put together an entire list. Oh, really? So it was confirmed. Oh, Ray. Oh, really? They were able to literally confirm that. I am amazed that they would confirm that, Derek. I'm amazed that they would actually confirm that. But it is sad to see this. There are so many people. If we just went down a list of folks who are gone this year alone, even up to the August point, there were loads of people who have passed away in the entertainment industry, and it's very sad. It doesn't matter who it is, and I don't care. I don't care about any of their past. I don't care about any of that stuff. My thing is that when somebody leaves the earth, it's just not good for their family. Now, we don't mourn them, but we definitely do. Our hearts go out to the family because they're no longer in the stress. Yeah, I know him, you guys. I was just telling my husband, I was like, you know what? Because they said his real name, artist Leon, Ivy. But we knew a dude back in the day, and we called him Ivy. I grew up with a lot of these guys. And I kept saying, wait a minute, Ivy. I knew people who ran in his circle, but I know I knew him because I kept saying we used to call somebody Ivy back then. Just real funny guy. But it does say here, with over 17 million records sold worldwide, Grammy award-winning and multi-platinum recording artist Coolio is an artist known around the world as a musical and cooking master of extraordinary reinvention. Growing up during the time of tremendous change in Compton, California, Coolio fed on struggle and used it as a launching pad of continual, see full bio, of continual what? Well, there's a lot of information. Well, it gives us a treasure trove, Felicia. And let's see. Let's see. Hope this is his and not somebody else's. Okay, yeah, it is him. Okay. So it says 17 million records globally. Coolio fed on struggle and used it as a launching pad of continual reinvention that led to selling over 17 million records globally and a long list of concerts to adoring fans in Africa, Israel, Russia, Japan, Thailand, Brazil, Australia, Turkey, and the United States, and throughout Europe. He gave back to the community by serving as a spokesman for Asthma and Allergies Foundation. Coolio initially took over the world rap scene through the Gangsta's Paradise release, which won a Grammy Award in 1996 for the best rap performance solo. The Gangsta's Paradise would also be featured on Dangerous Minds soundtrack, a movie. Gangsta's Paradise also featured LV on vocals. Now, I don't know who LV is unless they mean, I don't know. Is that Luther Vandross? I don't know. LV on the vocals and was nominated for a Grammy for Best Song of the Year. And it sold over 6 million copies and was Billboard magazine's #1 single in 1995. The world recognition led to his music being featured Coolio for several major motion pictures, including Space Jam, Clueless, The Big Payback, Panther, and New Jersey Drive, The Jerk Boys, Eddie, Half Baked, and many more. He also composed the theme song for the popular kids' TV series Kenan and Kel on Nickelodeon. The awards for his hard-hitting style are many. Coolio has won American Music Awards, 3-time MTV Awards, 2 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, and a World Music Award. He's received 6 Grammy Award nominations in 96, 95, 94, 95, and 96, 2 Billboard Music Awards, 94 and 96. Gee whiz, look at this, 2 ASCAP Awards, 96 and 97. He was also 96 and 97. Wow, that's good. And he was the Playboy Music Poll winner in 1997. Coolio successfully made the transition from the performer to the actor during the 90s. He co-starred in the motion picture Retirement with Bill Cobb, Peter Falk, Charlie Murphy, and Rip Torn. The film featured music from Coolio's Return of the Gangster album. Coolio has also starred in several HBO films and series, as well as making cameos in Batman, looks like Bateman, Daredevil. That's what that is. That's not Batman. There's no E in Batman, Felicia. Doesn't she know how to read? I don't think so. Bateman, Daredevil. His television accomplishments have included the reality TV show The Oxygen Network, Coolio Rules, and the ghetto funk cooking web series Cooking with Coolio, which logged over 4 million hits on the web. He also has television appearances, including programs like The Celebrity Cook-Off and Celebrity Chopped. His musical collaborations continue through From the Bottom to the Top. Coolio changed his style and opened to working with many European and international disc jockeys such as Benny Benassa, Yves Laroque, and Paul Oakenfold, just to name a few. He also got the aid of his son, AI, who was also a featured artist on the album. The first single is a collaboration with Coolio and Oscar-winning Ennio Morricone. You guys forgive me for mispronouncing that person's name. One of the most famous soundtrack composers of the last 50 years. Coolio's album, El Cool Magnifico, was released in Europe January 15, 2003, featuring artists on that album include hip-hop performer Miss Toy, country legend Kenny Rogers, Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Wait a minute, didn't Crazy Bone pass away? I think he did. I think Crazy Bone did pass from Bones Thug and Harmony. Please don't open those. Okay. Be Real of Cypress Hill and Das Dillinger. The Associated Press stated that Coolio returns to hip-hop with El Cool Magnifico, and every track on the disc is a winner. The New York Post praised the album and wrote, El Cool is an excellent from the bottom to the top. Okay, that's good. The album sold over 1.8 million copies worldwide, no stranger to the world of cartoons. Coolio recorded the single and the music video, Dexter's. What's his name? For Dexter's Laboratory. Now, you guys know Dexter's Laboratory. Homeboy Genius, the hip-hop experiment. This was a creative and fun album featuring big-name hip-hop artists such as De La Soul. Oh, my goodness, I love De La Soul. The hip-hop experiment album features original songs inspired by Dexter's Laboratory. The top-rated experiment album features original songs inspired by Dexter's Laboratory and the Emmy-nominated Cartoon Network series, An Indigenous Chameleon. Coolio launched his book, Cooking with Coolio. 5-star meals at a 1-star price at 2009. Man, you talk about reinventing himself. This cat really had it going on. He knew just how to reinvent himself, which would become a New York Times bestseller. This move expanded his audience base from the stage to kitchens across the globe, branding himself as the ghetto gourmet. I like it. Coolio used his creativity and the inspiration of his mother to refine old school recipes into accessible, fresh options. Coolio's interest in cooking started as a youngster. After a failed grilled cheese, his mother chose to make him pay her back for the charred mess by helping out in the kitchen rather than hate every minute of cleaning and scrubbing. Coolio fell in love with cooking later in life. He When his mom passed away, the love of cooking turned into an obsession with rediscovering and inventing her old recipes. Do you guys still keep your parents' recipe books and recipe cards? We used to have a little catalog, and in the catalog, we would have all of my mom's. Goodbye, going out of here, sir. We would have all of her little cards that you could just pull out and you could make them. As a matter of fact, they used to have standard cards where you could learn how to make stuff, everything from stuffed bell peppers all the way up to a meatloaf. And you could buy those cards. You would get those cards. They were Betty Crocker cards. I don't know who remembers as I sort of vacillate and go back into the past for a minute. It does say that he interviewed aunts, friends, and relatives until he found her lost secrets. Then Coolio took the lesson of the elders and morphed the recipes into healthier options that remained affordable. The secret ingredient of Coolio's recipes is his unconventional approach to culinary instruction. His style is brash and, and in your face, for which he doesn't apologize. He said, quote, "People learn better when they're entertained. Cooking isn't just for the starched, stiff elite." I agree with that. Everyone should know how to cook something, he said. The ghetto gourmet. Performing and touring worldwide as a musical artist, Coolio was also working on a new cookbook. I wonder if that ever came to fruition because remember, we're reading out of his IMDb. We'll have to look at that and see. But the recipes will continue to be on the theme of insane deliciousness that anyone can recreate. The recipes are designed to be accessible with easy to assemble ingredients that everyone will recognize. From the tang of balsamic vinegar, it says, to the freshness of chopped peppers, the new cookbook is something that everyone needs in their kitchen. That was very nice to be able to read that, to be able to look back and see that for him. Wow. So he had a wife, Josepha Salinas, 1996 to 2000, and they're divorced with 4 children. Hair braids sticking out of various directions. That's a trademark. Yes, it was. He was arrested in Lawndale, California on suspicion of carrying a concealed weapon and processed for marijuana. Goes trivia. He collects snow globes. Oh, so we got that in common. Oh, there's lots of stuff that's here. So I'll leave all this down below for you. I just wanted to make sure that I read that. If we can't take time just to read something from a man who's passed on, what good are we? What good are we? We can't take that time just to read it. That's not nice. That's not nice. Had to read a little bit of it. But in any case, yeah, that is so sad. Hey, Elevate with Vern. What's going on? Poppy, how are you, my brother? It's so good to see you. William Welch, how are you? It's good to see you. Coolio was a good man with a good heart. May we all be such as him. That is so sweet. Very true. Very, very true. Very true. Thank you for reading this. We had to. I mean, gee whiz. It's like you figure somebody passed away, you could at least read it. You could at least read it. And again, I liked him. And I am going to show you one of the songs. This is simply being used specifically for, it's not for copyright, but this is for us to talk about it. We're going to use this song and we're going to break it down. Learn how to get around that little caveat. Just so people can remember the song that he did. I don't mind. I'll take it. Let's get it. Okay. Let's get it. I'm going to put my earphones in so I can get to one of the songs. Okay. There he is right there. Let's see Coolio's music videos. Let's see videos. Yeah. Yeah, you better hope that I find one of his songs before I sing you a river with one of these that I've created as a filler. It's like, oh Lord, please make us stop. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go. All right, here you go, folks. We're going to put on a song that belongs to him and we're going to listen to it. And I don't mind taking a hit, my brother. It's all good in the hood. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, let's do Gangster in Paradise. Let's do that one. No, let's not. I want to do Fantastic Voyage. If I'm going to get a hit, it's going to be because of something that I like to play. Okay? Yeah, let's do that. And the guy who did the bottom of that song, I know him too. All right, here goes a clean version. I don't think I even want to see the video, but I do want to play the music. So let me do this. I'm going to play it through my speaker and you guys will be able to hear it. No, I'm going to put it on. Yeah, you can hear it. I'm going to let you hear it. And I'm using it on the poverty side. So I need to come over because there's a commercial and I don't have it on this side, but it's okay. I'm going to still show it to you. Let me pull it up for you while they are queuing it. I'll get it for you. And if we had a little something, we can go ahead on and pour it out for our brother. Don't be over here acting staunch like y'all don't know you used to post stuff out back in the day. Okay. All right. Yeah. We used to post stuff out back in the day. All right. And this is specifically being used for context. We're going to talk about it. What I'm going to do right now is let's talk about the beginning of this song. And I do have to break into it so that we can make sure that it's being used for what it's being used. There is no copyright infringement being used here. This is not for copyright. This is not for us to infringe upon anyone's rights. We are simply going to break this song down. We are going to do a review of this song. Okay? Hold on a minute. Let me put some sense in it and go in here and edit the title. How about that? Okay, review. Oh, yeah, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. There we go. Whew. And all that's in caps. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. What is she doing? She put it all in caps. Lord of mercy. All right, that's on this side. That can be dinged. All right. And let me put this disclosure at the bottom. Yeah, we got to do all of this. We got to do all of this. I know y'all like, why? What am I waiting for? I could just go on the other side and pull the song up myself. Yeah, you could. But then I wouldn't be with you. And so how fun would that be? That wouldn't be fun at all. You wouldn't be happy with that. Trust me, I know you wouldn't. You wouldn't want that. Okay, there we go. And I put the disclaimer and we're good to go. Okay. There we are. Miss America. All right. Now, here we go. Hope y'all can hear it. This is in remembrance of the brother. That's right. About to get fun in a second here. But this is him. Yep. Uh-oh. Feel a little crip walk coming on. Just a little bit. Hey, I'm just going to do this. We got to do this for this brother. He gone, and I'll take it. I'll take it. I sure will. I sure will. I sure will. Now, what I want to talk about is we got to do the commentary because we got to promise. Now, this song back in the day came from another song. And it used to start out with, hey, come on, take a ride. There's a party over there. There ain't no jive. It's ride all the way live. Don't even have. Anyway, that's what the song used to say. And so what he did is they took the bottom of that one song, Fantastic Voyage, and did something to it, flipped it. And this is what they came up with. Go ahead and let's listen to the rest of this so we can compare and contrast to the original. Isn't she slick?
Come on, y'all, let's take a ride. Don't you say shit, just get inside.
Can you guys hear it? Yes or no? Hopefully you can.
Grab your cat with the extra clip and close your eyes and hit the switch. We're going to a place where everybody kick it, kick it, kick it. Yeah, that's the ticket. Ain't no blood.
Derek, are we 5 by 5?
Ain't no punk ass nigga set tripping. Everybody got a stack and it ain't no crap. And it really don't matter if you're white or black.
Thank you,
I wanna take you there like the Staples singers. Put something in the tank and I know that I can bring it. If you can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. We on a mission.
Rest in peace, Coolio. Artist Leon Ivy Jr., rest in peace.
I'm trying to find a place where I can live my life and maybe eat some steak with my beans and rice. A place where my kids can play outside without living in fear of a drop. And even if I get away from them drive-by killers, I still got to worry about those snitch ass niggas. I keep on searching and I keep on looking.
Just wanted to make sure that we stop this so that we're not playing the whole thing. Being from Compton.
People be acting like they evil. You don't understand about running with a gang, cause you don't gang bang. And you don't have to stand on the corner and slang, cause you got your own thing. You can't help me if you can't help yourself. You better make a layup.
No, they didn't. I did it myself because I did not. I paused it and did not come back on mic. I was trying to just tell you that the guy who originally did the song, The Bottom, he's from Ohio, which is the original guy. If anybody can remember who did this song originally, Fantastic Voyage was done by somebody else. And then after it was done by them, he picked it up and ran with it. And that's what we hear here. Now, there's other songs that are done like that. As we all know, nothing that you ever hear is an original anymore. But most assuredly back then, what I did like back with this particular track is that he did take the time to make it his own, as opposed to just bite it and just redo it. He did it in his own way. All right. So I got to keep breaking in, you guys, so that Lakeside, that's it. Those cats were from Ohio. Weren't they, Coach Sherry? I believe so. Here we go.
It's a bitch and then you die. Still trying to get a piece of that apple pie. Every game ain't the same cause the game still remains. Don't it seem kind of strange? Ain't a damn thing changed. If you don't work then you don't eat. And only down ass niggas can ride with me. Hop, 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 if I quickly down the block. Stay sucker free and keep the busters off your jock. You gotta have heart, son, if you wanna go. Watch this sweet chariot swing low. Ain't nobody crying, ain't nobody dying, ain't nobody worrying. Everybody's trying. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you wanna have something, you better stop fronting. What you gonna do when the 5 roll by? You better be ready so you can ride. Come along and ride on a fantastic voyage.
So I'm sure everybody here knows this song now. So we'll go on ahead and Dayton, Ohio. Yes. Okay. I figured that. I know that he was from there. But nonetheless, you guys, I'm going to say, Fifi, please play some of I'll See You when you get there. I think that's the most important song. The words, I'll see you when you get there. What song is that? Ricky Webster, I'm 16 subscribers away from 900. And hey, I am about 50. I'm still stuck at 50 away from 4 here. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we just wanted to talk about the fact that he did this music and this song was from another group, Lakeside. What do you guys think? Do you think that Lakeside did a better job, or do you think that Coolio did a better job? I love the Lakesides, but I also like his. Obviously, the cussing part I could do without. However, he was from the street. So I don't expect for him to come out with this soliloquy of speech like, yes, it's so wonderful. Let me go down here and get me a ticket and take a wonderful voyage on a ship. No, he did it hood. And everything he said was hood. So I appreciate that about him. Hello, Black Spring with Autumn, sister. How you doing? Ricky Webster's in the house. How you doing, my brother? Oh, Poppy. What's going on with you? Lorraine, how are you? I know, right? She says, I thought you had gotten into a frenzy. I'm glad you're well. Yes, that's what I would suggest everybody, to make sure that you check that you are still subscribed to the channel. If you were subscribed and you look down and you see you're not, well, that's probably the reason why they keep going between those 10. I'm tinkering between the 10. It keeps going to go up, then it comes down, then it go up, then it go down. And one day they made a mistake and let me see the real numbers. And I was like, well, gee willikers, isn't that a thing or two? With that said, you guys, I just wanted to make sure that I gave a proper goodbye to Compton, California's own artist, Leon Ivy Jr. You hear the music, you remember the man, you remember him. He was also, wasn't he on with Trump? Does anybody remember him being with Trump? Wasn't he on that show where people got fired? What do they call it? The one where I think he was on that, wasn't he? I thought, let me double check. Wasn't he on, what's the name of that show, you guys, with Trump? Coolio was on Trump, you're fired. Let's see. Coolio. What was it? Apprentice. That's the show, right? Apprentice. Let's see. I thought that he was on Apprentice. Well, of course, now all we have is just him all over the place here, that he passed away today. That's terrible. But I thought that he was on The Apprentice. Maybe it was it was the other guy that goes, okay, him. He was on The Apprentice. I thought it was him. Well, anyway, you guys, it was The Apprentice. I thought it was The Apprentice. Was it The Apprentice that he was on, you all? Ricky says, was it The Apprentice? That's what I'm trying to remember too. I thought it was The Apprentice. But nonetheless, if we look at the Phoebe's, that's the name of the song by Coolio. I'll see you when you get there. Okay, thank you very much. Let's do it. Let's find it. I'll see you when you get there. Okay, let me look here. I'll see you when you get there. All right. There you go. Let me check this out right quick. Oh, well, there's a little bit of soliloquy of happiness there. All right, let me snatch this link here. And then I'll put it on the other side, because that's where I am on the other side. There we are. Kind lady and gentlemen. All right. So here we go. Here's another song by him. And we'll just paste that right there. Oh, here we go. Oh, gee whiz. Boy, don't I miss having Prime on this side. I don't have it. Okay, I'll pause it and let y'all get a gander. And so this is the song, See You When You Get There. This is the first time that I will have heard this song. So what we're going to do, it'll be my reaction to this song. How about that? This is my reaction to Coolio's I'll See You When You Get There. My reaction to Coolio's I'll See You When You Get There. There we are.
Now I see places and faces and things you ain't never thought about thinking. If you ain't peeped, then you must be drinking and smoking, pretending that you're loking, but you're broken. Let me get you open. Now little Timmy got his diploma and little Jimmy got life. And Tamika around the corner just took her first hit off the pipe. The other homie shot the other homie and ran off with his money. And when the other homies heard about it, they thought that it was funny. But who's the dummy? Cause now you done lost a hustler. A down-ass brother done been replaced by a buster. And though I got love for you, I know I can't trust you. Cause my crew is rolling Hummers and your crew is rolling Dusters. And just because of that, you act like you don't like a brother no more. I guess that's just the way it go. I ain't trying to preach. I believe I can reach, but your mind ain't prepared. I see you when you get there.
I'll see you when you get there. When you gonna get there? See you when you get there.
Okay, so for this being the very first time that I've ever heard this song, I think it's very nice. It's melodic. Apparently, the video itself has a lot of touching scenes and things of that nature, but it is sad. And isn't it ironic that you chose this song in light of what's going on right now? Okay, so yeah, for me, first time hearing the song, it is very, very sad. I've never heard it either. The Bach, okay, yes, the Bach in the beginning. Isn't that beautiful? I like that. I like the fact that the song does have that sound of the very nice classical music. It's very melodic, very nice. So let's go on ahead and finish the rest of this, and let's see what else we notice.
I'll see you when you get there. When you gonna get there? See you when you get there.
More temptation and faith, I guess we living for the day. I seen a man get swept off his feet by a boy with an AK. The situation so twisted, everybody getting lifted. I'm just trying to take care of my kids and handle my business. Cause it's way too serious, so you gotta pay close attention. So you don't get caught slipping when it come to do all the getting. Life is a big game, so you gotta play it with a big heart. Some of us gotta run a little faster, cause we gotta lay the start. But I'll be a fool to surrender when I know I can be a contender. If everybody's a sinner, then everybody can be a winner. No matter your rag color, deep down we all brothers. And regardless of the time, somebody up there still love us. I'm a scuffle and struggle until I'm breathless and weak. I done strive my whole life to make it to the mountain peak. Always keep reaching, sure to grab on to something. I'll be there when you get there, waiting with the sounds bumping.
Now just to talk about a little bit about that particular rapper, to me, that rapper reminds me of Twista, keeping in line with utilizing this for the purpose, okay, of the reaction part of this video. That rapper reminded me of Twista just a little bit. He rapped very, very well. So let's just go ahead and finish listening to this. Tell me what else you guys notice.
I'll see you when you get there. When you gonna get there? See you when you get there. I'll see you when you get there. When you gonna get there? See you when you get there.
You need to loosen up and live a little. And if you got kids, let them know how you're feeling. For your own sake, give a little. Oh, you don't want to hear that. You busy trying to stack and keep it with the Joneses, taking advantage of your own. The realest homies that you've been knowing for the longest. But some ain't missing a good thing until it's gone. Could have built the empire, not for the jealousy that divides us. We prefer to keep our eyes shut.
Does anybody think he sounds a little like Sugar Free? That's also who he sounds like. But if this guy who's rapping right now is from California, maybe that's where the influences comes from. But the guy's name is 40 Thieves. Mercy. Okay, never heard of it, but after listening to this for the first time, I think it was really, really a good song. Obviously, it was sort of hidden because I didn't know about it. Sherry said Coach Sherry said she never heard about it. So let's finish.
Right when it's something involved that we desire. So hold your head up high if you're pro and righteous. I know time seems strife and problems seem endless, but in times of despair, we gotta pull ourselves together. And if you feel you're out the game, then you need to get back in it. Cause nothing worse than a quitter. You gotta face responsibility one day, my brother. So gather up your pity and turn it to ambition and put your vehicle in drive and stop by my side.
I'll see you when you get there.
No, you're absolutely right in line. William Welch says, I know I keep repeating myself, but please listen to I'll see you when you get there. It's beautiful. This is it, right? Is this the one that you were talking about? Yes. Okay. Okay. I think, can you hear it though? Isn't this it? I'll see you when you get there. That's the name of this one from the movie. So there's another I'll see you when you get there. Oh, gee whiz. Can you guys hear it? I didn't know you guys couldn't hear. I thought, no, you can hear it. Child, we're going to have to move from out of this space and get somewhere where we can all talk to each other. We're just going to have to do that. Here, let me give you this, Ricky. You come on up if you want. I mean, William, come on up if you want to talk to me, and then I can figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna give this link to you, and you just come. You can hear it. Okay, is this the right song that you wanted to for us to talk about? We can hear it. Okay, good. Let me give you this link. Um, I'm gonna give this link to you right there, and see if you can grab it and come on up, William. Grab that link and come on up here and tell me what it do. Tell me. Okay, so we're listening to the song, and I'm gonna go on ahead and put it on until the end of it because I thought this was that one. But this sounds good. The words to the "see you when you get there." It's "I'll see you when you get there." Ah, I see the rub. I see the rub, my friend. This is not "I'll see you." This is "see you." Okay. Maybe I was wrong. But then again, it's a beautiful song.
As we walk down the road of our destiny, and the time comes to choose which shall it be, the wide and crooked or the straight and narrow. We got one voice to give and one life to live. Stand up for something to lay down in the game. Listen to the song that we sing. It's up to you to make it be. I guess I'll see you when you see me. I'll see you.
Well, I tell you what, if that wasn't it, I don't know. But if it's anybody that could get it mixed up, trust and believe, sometimes, not all, but sometimes it could be me. I'm gonna go ahead and swipe this information right here because, well, I need it. Yeah, I do. I need it. I hope it lets me snap it, but it doesn't. Wow, isn't that something else? Normally it lets me swipe it. There we go. I can swipe it because I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this. Hopefully it'll let me take it without such an argument. Without such an argument. So that I can put it here. I don't know. Nobody's going to take the link. I put the link up there. If somebody wants to come up, you're definitely welcome to. I would love to see it, but I would really love for Mr. William to come on up, hang out with your girl, tell me about the song. If I made a mistake, I understand I just did. But Remanima, didn't do it right. But anyway, there's that. So yeah, I do believe that that was a beautiful song. I believe that it was well written. I believe that it was well the orchestration of it, the everything about it was a good song. So if that wasn't the right song, I apologize. But isn't it something that was wonderful for us to stumble upon for those who said we've never heard it before? I do. How about let's change the avatar, Felicia? How about that? Let's get, I don't know, maybe black hair, no glasses, no. Yeah, okay, there she is. Ah, there we are, Derek. Derek. How you doing, my brother? What do you know? What do you know?
Yeah, yeah. Shout out and respect due to Biloxi, Mississippi's own Felicia Lockhart. How are you, young lady?
I'm doing wonderful, Greenville, Mississippi's own Derek C. Williams. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well, living my life day by day like Rambo. Yeah.
Man, that's the only way we
Um.
can live. Was that the right
Yes,
song?
yes, ma'am. It was.
Okay.
Yeah, you was
Okay.
on. Yeah. Mr. Welch had you. You had it right. Mr. Welch had it correct. Yeah. Um. At 59 years old, what can I say, man? That's just unfortunate. But we're having more and more people meet their demise so early, and I think it's painfully obvious as to why that is. But I mean, like he did contribute to hip hop. I did put in the link in the stream earlier that when Coolio was out, this was like in the mid 1990s. I was more or less hardcore KRS-One and people like that. So I really wasn't. I never really was a gangster rap, and you can't really call. I wouldn't call Coolio a gangster rapper. It just so happened he's from the West Coast at a time when all that West Coast gangster rap stuff came out. So I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
categorize him as that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't look at him as the NWA type or the Spice One or any of these other people that came out during that time. He just
Mm-hmm.
happened to be in that circumference. And you said he hailed from Compton, California. I had put in early in the stream that you had other rappers like Razcast, Michael Myers, Crondon. You had this collective out in LA called Project Blow. It was a bunch of really good artists out there that I know you would have liked, and I know you would have liked the subject matter. A lot of them did use profanity, but if you look at their catalog overall, it was about positive upliftment. And I
Mm-hmm.
really didn't look at Coolio as this shoot 'em up, bang bang type of MC. So that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much all I had to say for him. I mean, I definitely knew who he was, knew his hits. And you mentioned LV. LV was just more or less of a crooner type. You remember another fellow Mississippian, he passed on, Nate Dogg. He's from Clarksdale. He
Man,
was
yes.
he was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi. With LV, if I'm not mistaken, LV passed on before Nate Dogg did.
Man, I
But you
love Nate Dogg.
yeah. Well, in the hook for Paradise, if you ever saw the video, it was this heavyset guy in there. That was LV that was singing. If I'm not mistaken, I think he passed on maybe in 99 or 2003 or something like that. But it was a few years before Nate Dogg died. But he was more or less this crooner type,
Yeah, I
not
know
a
who you're talking
rapper
about
per
now.
se.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know exactly who you're talking about. I just didn't know that was his name, but I know just who you're talking about. He could
yeah,
sing. Yeah, he was like
yeah,
the old school, like you say, the old school crooners. But
yeah.
it's man, it is sad. This is just like we're losing. And I know we can't get into it because we just got to
Hmm.
play that game for now. But the point that
Hmm.
I'm making is there's a lot of people that's just leaving us and us not knowing why. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of
Yeah,
people leaving and we don't know why.
yeah. The catchphrases, I think even their tube had to see at that point. The phrases just simply died suddenly. That's all. And I think it's like you said, I think it's so painfully obvious you don't even have to say it no more. But everybody who is a reasonable person wouldn't, you can see. So
Mhm.
it's just unfortunate, man. And I just turned 55 in May. I just finished exercising like an hour ago, and um, it's just sad, man. That's all you can say. And hip hop took a loss today. And the funniest thing is that hip hop took a loss, and it wasn't until we find out the autopsy. Typically, when you hear MCs dying, it's usually violent. I'm here in Philadelphia, and some kid didn't even know him. PNB Rock was murdered out in Los Angeles like a few weeks ago.
I wanted to talk
So
to you about that the other day.
yeah, and so it's just unfortunate. So when you hear MCs dying, usually it's behind a hail of gunfire. But this dude, they just as you reported, they found him unresponsive, died suddenly. So anytime I see that from anybody, it didn't have to be an MC. I had put in your chat that a 24-year-old guy that's an intern for Kamala Harris. His family found him unresponsive. He died suddenly at 24. So anytime I see that in media, that makes me pause the cause. It just does. So that's pretty much all I
Wow.
want to say. And just and thank you for having me on your platform. I'm gonna go here, take me a shower, and head to bed. And just thank you
Well,
for
let me
having me on.
ask you one question if you don't mind before you go. And that
Yes,
is
ma'am.
about PNC Rock. What have happened?
No, I
What
mean
was that?
from what I understand, ma'am, from what I understand, PNB Rock was at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, a famous eatery out there in Los Angeles. I've
Yeah, I
never been
know
there,
Roscoe's, but I didn't know
but
who
I've
he
heard of
was,
it.
but I heard about
Well,
it. I
and
heard
well,
about what
well,
happened.
he's Philadelphia based, and I didn't know who he was. So that just
Mhm.
go to show you, I'm not checking for these young dudes. They just don't speak to me. It just
Mhm.
again, I'm from the
Mhm.
golden era, and a lot of times what happens is a lot of hip hop fans today they look at people like me like we're dinosaurs because they thinking we looking down on them. It's not so much that you looking down on them, but they just really ain't saying nothing. It's
Mhm.
just the same old murder, death, kill. So they not talking. The golden era had that, but by and large, when you look at the MCs from the late 80s, early 90s, generally speaking, they was about uplifting our people. And you don't hear that from a lot of these MCs today. So that's just was my take from him. But as it turns out, it's almost like he called his own death because he went
Really?
into, because he did a interview with this guy, and he was talking about, I'm on everything y'all on. So if you're trying to come up on me, think twice. Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently I guess the girlfriend went on Instagram and gave up the address. And I just got an email from a hip hop site that I frequent. They were saying that the 17-year-old shooter was arrested, but the father is still on the run. I just read this not 40 minutes ago.
So the father and the 17-year-old were together to do
except
this
if
thing.
I'll name the source. You can go to Hip Hop DX, and they had the story up on their site, and they were just talking about a 17-year-old kid murdered him, and the father is still on the loose, or the father was the shooter and the son was the getaway driver. But either way you look at it, somebody has been apprehended in connection with his murder. So from what I understand, the wife or the girlfriend went to Instagram, start flossing and saying, "Yo, we here," and all this other stuff. And they essentially doxed themselves. And that's where that came from. At least that's the story as I understand
as they put it out.
But
Yeah, because I did hear it. I saw it over on one of Anton Daniels' channels. They had talked about it, and I just thought, wow, it's like nobody can go anywhere anymore these days. But listen, I know how you are with your work schedule, and I know how you are with going to sleep. You're not gonna be inboxing me tomorrow, Miss Lockhart. I was late. My alarm went off, but I thought I had more time.
No. For you, I step aside. For you, I will allow time because we Mississippians. It's just that, I just said, let me come in and contribute what I could, be that you had to link up.
Well, William's here too. William's here. He's here. Mr. Welch is here.
Salute, sir.
What's going on, William? What's good?
So can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me, Fifi?
Yes, Fifi can hear you. Fifi,
okay,
check.
Good. Yeah, you had the right song. Isn't that such a beautiful song?
Yeah.
Believe me, I've listened to that song for like 10 years. So go back and listen to, read the words of the poem. Coolio was a unifier. He was talking about unity. It didn't matter who you are, where you started. We've all got a chance in the game.
That was beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful to know it. That is. And again, like I say, I had to do something for him, gentlemen. I just did. Look at that, Derek C. Williams and then William Welch. Derek C. William, go together. The names, they just flow trippingly off the tongue. They trip off.
Thank you, Fifi. When I saw, I got two notifications, on both your channels, the headlines with a voice and anyway, so I had, but when I saw that Coolio had died, I'm 58, so I'm like, dang.
You're in our age category.
But I was very sad, like I said, I think of Coolio, I don't think of him as a gangster rapper. I think of Coolio as being a very good man, kind of a messenger of Jesus.
Yeah, Derek said that he didn't see him as a rapper like that either. Did you, Derek? Remember you said that?
No, man. He was more or less of the party unifying type of MC. I didn't even know, again, he was in that sphere coming out of that time. Anytime somebody came from the West Coast, you just assumed that it was bang bang, and that's not all of them, not at all. But that was the general stereotype, and that would be wrong. That would be historically inaccurate. That's all of them was not like that, and that would include Coolio.
Does anybody remember if it definitely was him on one of those apprentice shows or one of those reality shows? I thought it was him, or was it just that guy?
I think you're right, Fifi. I think Coolio was on The Apprentice.
I think he was on The Apprentice.
I don't know. I don't think he got fired. I think he may have made it through, maybe.
He probably did. I think you're absolutely right. But I like I say, to me, he was gentle. He was just a
Hmm.
I didn't see him. Like, listen, I grew up out there, so you guys know when you're in and around certain areas, sort of like casual people. I knew a lot of guys who were in the rap game, but they were all sweethearts. I never knew any of them that were mean and evil. And even the persona that they put out there was nothing like what they ended up being when you saw them on these quote unquote streets, the way they had them in the streets. They just weren't the same. I mean, so I don't know. I just think it's sad that he's gone.
No,
I just think it's sad that he's gone. And I'm glad you guys were able
no,
to
he
come up on the
definitely died
platform.
too young.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Oh, well,
did.
thank you for having me.
Yep, I'm about
Yes,
to
ma'am.
let y'all go because I don't want to be holding everybody, but I did want to come up and talk about that. This Saturday, we're going to do a marathon on Headlines with a Voice. I don't know how long we can take dealing with the news, but we're going to try to go as long as we can. And what I've asked everybody to do when you come over there is please send me any of the stories you want me to cover. Give me stories that have nice, soft landings. Give me some wonderful stories. Give me some poetic stories. Give me any story you want us to cover, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to try to stay online as long as we can. I want to see how long we can do it. I know I don't want to create a news channel that goes forever and ever, amen, but I do want to check it out. So if you guys have any news stories that you think are newsworthy, please send it to me at Felicia@FeliciaLockhart.com. Send it to Felicia@FeliciaLockhart.com, as so many of you do. William, you know the you know the web address, don't you? You know the email, right? Um,
Well, Miss Lockhart,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm kind of a stranger. So.
huh? Say it again. Say it again. Say it again, William
Oh, I
Welch.
just say I'm sorry I don't pop in, and comment enough. I'm
No,
sorry I'm
you
kind of a
do. You're
stranger
good.
sometimes, but I do. I'm always watching and paying attention.
Yes, you are. What were you gonna say, Derek?
yeah, this is just to you or anyone in the chat who may come to see you on Saturday. My, you said any news stories. It's about 6 weeks old, but I think is relevant. I think it's important. Mike Hickman was a 40-something-year-old school football coach who was unfortunately lost his life over nothing, over a bad football play, and he was murdered in front of at least 70 to 89-year-olds. And the funniest thing is that you didn't hear this guy's name in the press because he was killed. Not really heard his name for my satisfaction. As it turns out, former NFL player Aqib Talib's brother did the killing, and
I'm
no
sorry. Well,
and
yeah,
no
send
one
that
is
to me. Send it to
because they
me in
you
WhatsApp.
will do because the thing is, Felicia, I was going to say everyone, and this is not a knock on Breonna Taylor, but the thing is that they say Breonna, say her name, but you don't hear anyone saying Mike Hickman say his name. That's all. But I'll send it to you.
Please do, and make sure that if you get the chance that you hang out with me on this Saturday, because I'm gonna need as much support as I can. I'm gonna try to sleep
Yes,
as long
ma'am.
as I can from Friday to Saturday and just see how long I can hang out. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna
Yes,
probably
ma'am.
have
No
all kind of
problem.
stuff around me, peanuts and everything. All
All
right,
right.
brother. It's good to see you. And thank you, William. I love you so much. And thank you for all of your support. You are so awesome. Thank you for sending me all the
Well,
information that you do and hanging out with us and all of that.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself, Miss
well,
Lockhart. So look for your
if
chat.
I,
All right, darling.
All
Yes,
right.
there, William.
if, Fifi, if I'm awesome, you're like 100 times more awesome. So, so
You are
thank
so
you for all
sweet.
you do.
I appreciate you. Well, we're gonna go ahead on and let everybody go home now, William. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here
All
with
right. Well,
us. Go ahead. You want to say goodbye? You want to say our goodbye?
no. I'm just waving. So,
Yeah, okay,
goodbye.
you hang out right there. Hang out right there with me. I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us today. And I want you all to remember one important thing, especially as we see people leave us every single day, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High. I want you guys to take care of yourselves, and then I want you to reach around and take care of somebody else. And until you and I see one another again, please continue to be blessed. You take care.
Galatians 6:2.
That's right. Somebody knows. We'll see you guys soon. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day.